A lot of Winnipeggers representing here. All right, and so in the opening rush, we've got Armstrong off the bot. And there we go. So Scott Brandt here. He's number 88. Well-known guard from Winnipeg. Fires off to number 86, Sean Oko, on Windchill. Looks like the three of them are coming up. Now, number 33, Jeff Lean, just coming off of an MCL blowout. Hopefully he's all right. Now, Velocity with 4 balls. They're going to huddle together. They're calling a target. Best thing you can do. And we got ball on the court. Oh, and number 86 getting nailed in the knee there. Now you see number 7 over here. Here's a guy that I saw in Barrie, Ontario. Just absolutely incredible catcher. His catching talent is off the charts. Now we got Matt Agilli coming up talking to Shane Willem. Number 1 and number 28. And there we go, number 11 on Velocity getting knocked down. And we can see number 20 getting hit in the shins by number 26. And there we go, we got nice defensive stances from both the players on Velocity. Oh, and 7 gets knocked down.
Velocity is now down to 1 player with Windchill at 3.
Yeah, 1v3 is, it's possible to win, just very difficult.
It just takes a toll on your endurance.
Yep. It's, you're not winning the mental game when it's 1v3. That being said, great throw from that guy. Moves up. See that going into the offensive stance. Backing up immediately, looking for a ball from the shagger here. Windchill did not take advantage of him turning his face backwards to look for the shagger. Oh, wow, that was a nice jump, but unfortunately he just didn't block both those balls. Yep, we got a lot of locals here shagging balls for both sides. We got some. We got a player from Strike, and we got a player from, I believe, Rebellion, grabbing balls for him. Now you'll notice the captain of Velocity, number 12, Nathaniel Gatza, standing off to the side. Unfortunately, during practice a week before this event, he absolutely shattered a joint in his hand during blocking.
Well, that was actually done by Greg Pachenko, number 5 on Windchill.
Really, really unfortunate circumstance here.
That is nothing anybody wishes on anybody.
Yeah, we've had a couple of players locally get knocked out of the tournament before it even happened because of broken pinkies. There we go, some nice blocking there on the Windchill side. We got a lot of fakes from number 58 moving up. There we go, 54 on Velocity getting the ball. Looks like the 3 of them are going to talk together. They're going up. They go for a fake. And there we go. Now, oftentimes when a team is calling a target, they'll also call the number of fakes that they're going to be doing. So in that case, they say 1 fake and then throw on number 3. Now you'll notice, jersey number 2 there, Gareth Williams. Interesting dodge from 81, just going backwards while kneeling, putting himself in a catching stance. For players who are more talented in the catching area, a lot of them like to go down on their knees just to get their shins out of the way so they're not a target. And there we go. They're all huddling together. They've got 4 balls on their side, so they're going to be going offensive. Probably the 2 in the center will throw. Oh, no, and 26 throws, but gets countered by number 88, who also makes a clutch catch. That was incredible. It's right in his breadbasket, but it's 6'5". His breadbasket is as tall as some people. All right, now we got number 1 there, Matt Agilli moving up. Looks like Windchill wants to take the offense, but they don't have the players to do it. So Velocity just holding them back, and they bait one of them into throwing. They knocked a player out, but they still got them to give up a ball. Unfortunately, though, at that same time, Velocity took the opportunity to counter, so there's really no change in ball advantage. Moving up. 58's for sure going to throw. And look at that. Oh! Wow, that was some accuracy. Knocking the ball right out of his outstretched hand.
I am just speechless.
That's what you're supposed to do when a ball's in the air. Most people stand there and go, I wonder what's going to happen. At this level of play, you throw.
Yup.
Yeah, if somebody's...
Most people aim for the player trying to get them dead faster, but heck, you hit that ball, it's gone.
That's right. If you can kill that ball, they're dead regardless of what happens. And look at that, passing the ball off to the guard. We can see Velocity, they've got a plan and discipline. I'm just going to say right now, Velocity is playing a very standard game of dodgeball. They've got the guards on the left and the right. Whenever they don't have the ball advantage, they pass the balls off to the guard. I'm noticing that Windchill seems to be playing a little more fast and loose. And there we go. We got number 13, Michael Bailey. Only one left.
Nimble.
He is a very talented catcher. Offense, unfortunately, is not his forte. That being said, honesty is. All right. High-fiving, getting back out there. Now, we noticed number 12 suiting up, and everybody in the commentary booth was a little bit worried because if he gets hit in the hand, that's it. That joint will never be the same. It's already got a screw in it. It was shattered. They had to cut him open and dig it out. It was, it hurts just to think about it. And
gives me the shivers.
He's a very talented referee as well. He stepped up to ref a bunch more games after he hurt himself, and he is now invaluable to this tournament. Number 58 getting hit while he was faking. That was a nice shot from number 54 on Velocity. These jerseys look very similar. I'm glad that they have to stand on opposite sides of the court, or I would have trouble telling them apart. No catch there from number 7. Oh, great sweep there from 88. Number 11 on Velocity, also huge thanks, helping us lay the lines for this court. He's one of the players from BC. Knocking out number 81. You can see number 5 out there just thinking, I'm glad I broke that guy's finger.
I'd also like to point out, number 12 was also their captain.
That's right. Number 12 is a very talented dodgeball player, and if I'm honest, he might have been a game changer. Oh! Reaches for the catch, doesn't get it. Should have dropped the ball, but because he didn't drop the ball, he figuratively dropped the ball.
He had a couple feet and could have stepped back.
Yeah, best thing you can do when you're reaching for a catch is to drop whatever you're holding. And nice little dodge there from 33, Jeff Lane. There we go. We got number 26 is for sure going to throw. This guy just loves to throw. Look at that. 13 almost catches him. Almost. Not quite, but catching a throw from that guy is it's something to be proud of. Oh, look at that.
Windchill now down with 1 ball. Nope. Looks like they have the players and the balls.
And let's see what happens here. They go for the wind up, a fake, and then they throw. And sadly, their accuracy just wasn't there. 96 turned his back. Never turn your back in dodgeball. Unless you're already hitting going for a team catch. Or, sorry, like ricochet. You should always, always face your opponents. When you're backing up, you back up. There's really no advantage to facing away other than, you know, not
looks
giving
like
them
number
your face.
5 accidentally kicked over a ball to the opposing team.
Wow, that was a gamble that paid off. I wasn't expecting it. Normally, if you're the only player left and you're on the offensive and you throw all of your balls away, no matter how many balls are on the other side, they're going to counter you. Some great athleticism from this man, though. You notice that. And right past his defenses. Number 96. Now, I can't tell if his last name actually is Thrasher or if he is just a Thrasher, but if that is his last name, that is super cool.
Yeah.
Get an adult adopted just to be in that family. Sorry, Dad.
Looks like Windchill got number 13 off with the snap throw.
Now, I can't tell if Velocity is just not sitting their guards or if because they only have 7 players now that they're just rotating out less. Now, one of the things that Dodgeball Canada has done is after a certain point in time, you can't change the roster regardless of what happens. Injury, whatever. Oh, team catch! And then he stepped off! Oh, heartbreaking.
Also, like to add, with Team Velocity being an individual team, most of these players have never even met each other, let alone played with each other. So they have the disadvantage of the tournament.
Oh, sending a ball over.
Looks like we are going to sudden death for the first half.
All right, let's see what happens. No referee calling him out there. I got so engrossed with the game, I forgot to commentate. I am sorry. There we go. Velocity putting themselves on the board. Somebody at some point should show them that they can unfurl that scoreboard, that they are folding. I think any of our referees could do that. We have plenty of referees from here in Winnipeg who use these scoreboards on a weekly basis. In fact, that scoreboard was probably brought over by one of our referees. It's all right. I'm just going to see how long this will last. I'm enjoying it.
Score is now 3-1 with Windchill in the lead.
This is nobody's game yet. A 2-point spread is essentially no spread at all in dodgeball. You can get 2 points in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You can win a round in 30 seconds. You can just go opening rush, nail them, sweep some balls, nail the rest, reset, do it again. And especially given that we go into sudden death regardless. Now in the background here you can see a women's game going on that's having a great time here. But, oh, we're back into it. And that's a quick opening rush there. Number 33, unfortunately not as fast as he normally is because he's coming off of that knee injury, but still a very quick runner. I'm looking forward to Riptide, where we can see Dalton do the opening rush. That guy gets the center line in about 2.5 strides. He's incredibly fast. Also, if you look at some of the Winnipeg men's teams, there are some great opening rushers as well. Doesn't look like Velocity has anybody with that dedicated role. That being said, nobody on that team is a slouch. There we go. They're calling a target. I've never understood why players hold the ball in front of their mouth when they're calling a target. I can understand why you would, you know, block. Oh, fumbled catch there from Williams. And then their guard throwing away their last ball. And luckily their other guard saves him. That's the reason why you keep those people in the wings. All right. MC 88's moved to a center position. Nice block there from 58.
And he has to tie his shoe while blocking.
Some people go down to fake tie their shoes to try and bait people into throwing into them, but I don't think that that's something that number 58 would do, as not seeing him doing much in the way of catching regularly. There we go. Windchill moving up. 86 going. I saw the Manitoba logo there on Windchill's jerseys, and if I'm honest, I thought it was the number 25 in a really hard to read font. And I thought, how is everybody on this team number 25? As it turns out, they're not. And thinking twice about it, number 13 doesn't go for the catch. 7 calling out the target. They're listening. Now, I just realized how obvious it is that they hold the ball in front of their mouth so that the sound doesn't travel to the other side.
That and so they can't read their lips.
That's true. We actually do have hearing impaired players in Dodgeball Winnipeg, which is why we have our referees all do hand signals. And it would absolutely make sense. Oh, wow, look at that. Great blocking. Also, his balls were in the right position there. When he put his head down, he put the balls up to protect himself.
Make yourself as small as a target as possible and use the balls as a shield.
Now, I've noticed
nice
a lot of
these from number 7.
Yeah, top-level players generally block when they have 2 balls, one on each side. Now, something that I've seen some players try with varying degrees of effectiveness is blocking with 1 ball on top of the other, so having vertical coverage.
Nice honesty from number 7 as he got hit in the fingers while blocking.
There we go. Team calling out to go get the balls. And 26 just nailing 13 there. You'd say that 26 is twice what 13 is.
That is true.
Maybe not player-wise, but at least
Fun
as far as math
for
goes.
you folks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you guys want to get into some derivatives, I'm down. Anyway, we got Windchill lining up. Everybody's open. You can see 13 really quick off the rush there. Snaps it to 11, who thinks better of throwing it. Oh, man, 12 is going in. This is really not something he should be doing.
That is a big mistake.
Yep. Can't block effectively.
Can't catch, even throwing.
So here's the thing. If you throw, generally, you notice right-handers, they lead with their left, right? Look at everybody who's pumping right now. Their left arm is going out, and it's coming across their body to give them some torsion, right? Some motion.
Not only that, now he is only able to block with one ball, catch with one hand.
And if he actually throws properly and gets countered, that left arm is going to be open. Oh, wow. Double hit. That was a crazy ricochet. Now, you notice 13, before he picked up that ball, when he thought 26 was going to throw, he just didn't pick it up. He looked ready for a catch. If that's a skill that you have, that's a great thing to do. Faking a catch is a great way to make another player think twice about throwing at you. Also faking a throw, but that's obvious. There we go, coming up. 88 back in the guard position. Notice that the rotating players through, I imagine, so they get you know, fair kick at the can for the selection committee to view them in different roles.
A nice counter from number 58 against 13.
Oh, geez, and both of them knocked down.
Looks like we got about 4 minutes left of this half. Actually, of this game. With Windchill,
yeah, not looking good for Velocity at this point.
5 points against Velocity with 1.
I guess nobody can tell Nathaniel that he needs to sit. Somebody should.
Yeah.
Yeah. As incredible as it is to play in the National Dodgeball Championship, a player of his talent can always make it next year. Not if his hand is mangled permanently.
Yep. Every player has to know their limits.
Absolutely. I'm just going to say right now, don't play through pain, people. Your body's telling you something. Sit. Nothing more important than your own physical health. All right, so we got everybody coming up. We can see 86 in the guard position. 26 taking a center, which is not what he's used to. We've noticed him in guard pretty much this whole time. Oh, nice snipe there from 86 on 12. 33 not following through on his pump fakes. They're not entirely believable, if I'm honest. When you're faking, the most important thing is that people believe you're about to throw that ball. You want to make them think twice about actually releasing. Seeing some nice dodges there. Shagger fumbles it, but luckily 7 still picks it up. Velocity with 4 balls. They've got a target. And nails number 26. And nobody faked 86 off of that ball, so he was able to sweep it. Now they're all huddling together. They've got a plan. They're coming out. And there we go. 1 fake and a throw. Down to a single ball left on Windchill.
Like that too. Velocity down to 1 player.
Making the arm motions as he went up to sweep there. Sometimes you can fake somebody out when you don't even have a ball in your hand. Oh, devastating. In the shin and a disarm. Speaking of disarm, Nate needs to get disarm off the court. That would be a good idea.
I am also speechless again.
Again, we're not professionals. Nobody here is making any money.
No.
So it's not like you don't get to go to work. Wow, great catch from number 11 right off the snap there.
It looks like he was ready for that.
Right in the breadbasket, and he was bent over, which creates a catching zone, which is a really important thing to create when you're going for a catch. If you're just standing up, and another one! Will they learn their lesson? It doesn't matter because they'll probably win this game. All right, and we're
Looks
coming
like
out.
there is a pause in the game.
Trying to figure out what's going on here. Sounds like somebody's talking about sudden death. Maybe not. And they're up. And there we go. Goes to the block. We're coming up. Got 54 there taking the center position. I think they've got 12 coming up. Got him in the guard position, 12 and 11 looking for those shots. 11 pegs one of the shakers, but the ball comes back, so it's all right. And a block there from 12. There we go. You see 33 pats and ball off. Generally that means that somebody's either really confident in their dodging or their catching abilities. Right? The best thing you can do when your team has less balls than it does players is to play to your strengths. If you know you're really good at getting out of the way or you can catch a ball, give it to somebody who might not be as confident in that area and is better on the offense. And 11 making another catch.
That's a third catch this game.
This one wasn't in his breadbasket. That was right at the top of his chest. That was pure skill. And there we go.
Looks like we're about to go to sudden death right here.
One thing that we're seeing that's really good from Windchill here is their blocking form. They're using both hands on the ball when they only have one ball. Keeps the elbows in. And in general, that's what you want to see when you're blocking. The one-handed blocks aren't as effective, but some players are just only used to that, and that's acceptable.
Reason being is because if it blocks off one hand, it could just hit you in the chest right after. You have more control of the ball in your hand when you have two hands on, less chance of getting disarmed.
Oh, and a nice hit there from 12 on number 5. There we go, 7 getting out of the way. Well, given that this game is Windchills, let's give everybody a nice little recap about what happened. Velocity came out there to a bit of a rough start. Windchill was playing a really good, solid game. They were wearing him down, generally with the player advantage, often with the ball advantage. And then Velocity seemed to rally. They got their stuff together. 11 especially did some great catches, which has kept their team, at full strength. And it looks like they're going to take this sudden death unless something crazy happens. But for the most part, it was a good contest of skill. Nice hit there right on number 81. 33 is all that's left. You can see 7 on Velocity just looking for those catches. Very, very talented catcher there.
Now up to number 33 on Windchill.
But he can't even block. So all he can do is get out of the way. Or catch, I suppose. Catching is always dangerous when you're the only one left, because if you fumble that catch, there's no one left. And he steps on the line.
That is the worst way to go, especially when you're the last one.
That being said, his team took the victory. Really not too much there to be concerned about. You don't want to throw yourself out when you've already got the game.
Exactly.
Yep. A lot of players here are nursing long or short-term injuries, knees, elbows, ankles. You got to pace yourself for this weekend.